If you clicked on this video, that means you love chicken and you're looking for some new ways to make it. We get stuck in the same recipe rut. So today I'm gonna help you with 5 different recipes, different ways to use chicken. And you know, before we get started, I wanted to mention, I do recipe videos all the time, super easy recipes made with ingredients that you're gonna easily have access to at your grocery store. So if you haven't already, consider subscribing. All you gotta do, like when you're pounding out your chicken to get it all even, pound on that subscribe button just really quickly. It doesn't hurt, I promise. And then you won't miss any future videos. We've got some sweet and spicy, we've got some Hawaiian, we've got some different creamy and pasta chicken recipes. Stay tuned, they're all amazing. Hey y'all, I'm Mandy, and this is Mandy in the Making. Also, just a quick mention, I wanted to let you know that a portion of today's video is kindly sponsored by Seed. I will tell you more about them a little bit later. Tonight we are making a very easy, creamy chicken recipe. It's gonna be on the stovetop. It is called creamy herb chicken.
What you making over here? What you got?
Oh.
What kind of chicken do you want? Okay.
We're gonna have nice creamy chicken. You ready?
Creamy chicken.
You gonna help me today?
I reckon.
You reckon?
All right, let's do this. I'm gonna show you how easy this is.
Shake and bake and I helped.
All you gotta do is put that in there and put chicken in there.
No, we gotta season the chicken first.
Oh.
With some salt and pepper. I had 2 large chicken breasts that I cut in half just so that they were thinner and they will cook evenly and a little bit quicker. I'm gonna add some salt and pepper to both sides. I did already pat this mostly dry as well. We're gonna add just a little bit of Italian seasoning too. Now we're just gonna take each piece of chicken and just coat it in our flour. You do wanna shake off the excess once you've got it coated. And then we're just gonna put it over here on this plate. Now I've got this large skillet I'm heating to medium-high heat. And we're just gonna cook these on either side for 3 or 4 minutes. Nice hot pan.
Oh, yeah.
You don't want to crowd the pan, so maybe do 2 at a time. I don't know. He might be able to fit it all in there. We'll see. Over here, I've got green beans started. I just used bacon grease instead of actually doing the bacon tonight. We're taking the shortcut. If you don't have one of these in your kitchen, in your refrigerator, you're missing out, y'all. This is bacon grease. Yes, this entire thing is bacon grease. Okay, so he's starting to flip these. They've been going for 4 or 5 minutes on each side, or on the first side. So now we're gonna let the same happen on the other side. All right, these are done. So he's just gonna remove them from this plate, or remove them from the skillet and put them on this plate. Now we're gonna turn the heat down a little bit, yep. And grab that chicken broth over there. Yeah. Right. We got 1 cup of chicken broth that's gonna go in. Okay. So for the seasonings, we've got a teaspoon each of garlic powder, onion powder, basil, and oregano. And then we have a ½ teaspoon of dried mustard. We want to bring this to a boil, which is already starting to come up to a boil. So we did turn the heat down to about medium-low here. He's got a can of cream of chicken soup. He's going to add that in. We're going to whisk it in, make this nice and creamy. And then once all of that is combined, we're going to go in with some milk and some sour cream. Now, if you prefer, and honestly, I prefer, you could use heavy cream. My grocery store has been out of heavy cream, it seems like, all the time lately. So now we're gonna add in, the recipe calls for 3/4 a cup of sour cream. We're gonna add in about a ½ cup first and whisk it around and see what we think. And then we're also gonna add in 1/4 cup of milk. So we just went with about a ½ cup of that sour cream. Now the secret ingredient is a couple of teaspoons of fresh lemon juice. And these lemons are seedless lemons. I've never seen that before in my grocery store. But they had them this time and I got them just because, I mean, that makes it really easy to squeeze into a recipe. You don't have to worry about seeds. So we just need like 2 teaspoons, so probably that whole lemon because it's pretty small. Okay, let's just whisk all of that together. Now that it is completely combined, we're gonna add our chicken back in. Now our chicken is done, it's completely cooked through. We're just gonna let it hang out in this sauce. We're gonna spoon the sauce over it for about 3 or 4 minutes and then it's gonna be time to eat. Oh my goodness, y'all, I wish you could smell this. This is going to be divine.
I just want to say thank you because you cooked what I asked for.
I did.
I said, I want some chicken and some sauce.
Yeah, he said he wanted
some
a creamy sauce on his chicken.
That's right.
So I found this recipe just for him.
You did good. Well, that cut easy. No knife needed.
Didn't need no knife, did you?
You don't need teeth. Wow. First of all, the chicken is extremely tender.
Good.
Like, wow, pan-fried chicken.
Yeah.
That's this tender.
Yes.
The flavor of the sauce is incredible. Those spices and everything that you put in there.
The
not
herbs.
The spices, but the herbs.
Yeah.
With the garlic powder.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, in that cream? Mm-hmm. You're talking about creamy. This stuff is, look how creamy this is.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Okay, you've sold me on it. Now I want to take a bite. Give me 1 second, please, ma'am. It's so creamy, and he's right. That lemon is what takes it over the top. So I highly recommend. You probably have all the ingredients for this on hand already. So
yeah, you got to make this. This
Yeah.
is really good. You're going to be very happy with the results, trust me.
absolutely.
And you could do so much in terms of sides with this.
A big thank you to Seed for sponsoring this portion of today's video. Look, we know that we're supposed to have prebiotics, probiotics, and there's a gazillion of them on the market. So why in the world would you choose Seed? Seed's DSO1 Daily Synbiotic has your prebiotics, your probiotics in 2 different capsules inside of 1 capsule. It is called their 2-in-1 ViaCap technology. The outer portion has your prebiotic, and so it's delivered pretty much as soon as that outer capsule dissolves. But then you have another capsule inside of here that is going to make its way all the way through your system, and it's going to deliver the probiotics exactly where you need them. See, it really doesn't do you any good for the probiotics to be released too soon. So that's why they developed this. I've been taking Seed for going on 2 years now. It really has made a huge difference for me. It helps to keep me regular, and it supports the ease of bloating. I know a lot of us have issues with that, but it does so much more than just for your gut. It promotes heart health. It also has dermatological benefits, meaning it helps your skin look great, and it helps support the natural production of vitamins like B9, B12, and folate. So yes, you want to do your gut a favor with Seed, but you're doing so much more than that. We just got back from Hilton Head. We went on a week-long vacation, and it was so needed. But I don't know about you, but when I leave my home and I go on vacation, a lot of times I'm bloated and or I'm not regular. That's where my little travel size vial of Seed came in, because it keeps me regular and it helps support the ease of bloating. I don't have to dread going on trips because of that anymore. I've got my Seed, so I'm good to go. So if you're in the market, if you've been thinking about possibly doing a prebiotic or a probiotic or one combined, let me recommend Seed to you. It's got 24 probiotic strains, and then it has a plant-based prebiotic. And with that ViaCap technology, it really does put it at the top of all the competition. You're getting the most bang for your buck. So if you're interested, what you'll get your first time is this glass bottle that is refillable. You'll also get this glass travel vial, and then each month you'll get a refill in this home compostable pouch. You just open this up and refill your glass jar. So just check out my description box below. I've got a link there for you, and if you use code MANDY25, you will save 25% off of your first month supply. Plus you're gonna get free shipping. Do your gut a favor, give it a try, just so that you can see the benefits that I'm talking about. Tonight's dinner is called tomato and basil chicken. So we're gonna cook this chicken low and slow, and then it's gonna be served over pasta. I have some angel hair pasta that we're gonna serve it over. I'm really excited about this one. I love a creamy tomato basil soup, but let's give this a shot. This is a really simple recipe where we're just gonna throw everything in there together, and 4 hours later, dinner is ready. So let's get started. The first thing I need are Italian style diced tomatoes, just a 14.5 ounce can. We're not going to drain it. Next, you just need about 3/4 a cup of a pasta sauce. I'm just gonna use this Prego. Is it Prego or Prego? Are you laughing at me? Like, Prego is what I call somebody when they're pregnant. Is that Prego or is that Prego? I don't know. Okay, anyway, moving on. This next part, it's up to you what you use. I'm gonna be using heavy cream, or you could use evaporated milk, but you need 3/4 a cup. I hope I have 3/4 a cup left. I think I do, I think it's really close. Oh, it's like perfection. Look at that, 3/4 a cup. Into my heavy whipping cream, I'm gonna add in 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. I'm gonna whisk that together really quickly. Now we're just gonna pour this directly into the sauce. And we're gonna stir in our seasonings. It's all mixed together now. I have a teaspoon of salt, a 1/2 teaspoon of basil, dried basil, and 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. I'm just gonna stir all of this together. I'm using my smaller slow cooker today. I think this is a 4-quart. And lastly, I'm just gonna add in our 4 chicken breasts and submerge it down into the sauce. And that's it, y'all. Put the lid on, and I'm gonna cook this on low for 4 hours. Guess who forgot the garlic? Steven would not let me live that down.
Forget the garlic.
He just heard me. He would not be okay with that. So we're gonna add the garlic in.
Wow, that's really good. That's restaurant quality in my opinion. Very, very good. The sauce is amazing. Really balanced. Lots of flavor. I mean, tomato, basil, a little bit of the garlic. It's really, really, really good.
So this one's a keeper.
Definitely.
All right.
Great alternative to spaghetti for sure.
Cole is in the other room, but he came in here because he's already tried it. And he just wanted us to know that he approves. All right, I'm gonna give it a shot, babe. So I agree, this is so incredibly good. It's very creamy and very smooth. In our family, we like to kick things up a notch. So next time I make this, I'm gonna add some red pepper flakes to it. I think that would make it even better. It would make it just pop. For our next recipe using onion soup mix, we are doing another crock pot dish. Today we are using some chicken thighs, and this is just simply called crock pot chicken with onion soup mix. We need a better name for it. Help me name it down in the comments below, but let's get started. Okay, you're either gonna want to spray your large crock pot with some nonstick spray, or you can use a liner like I am. I've got 8 ounces of sliced mushrooms that are gonna go on the bottom. I've also got 1 yellow onion that I chopped or sliced, so we're just gonna throw that on the bottom as well. Now on top of our onions and mushrooms, we are gonna place our chicken thighs. You can use chicken breast if you want to, you just need to be careful and keep an eye on them to make sure that they don't dry out. Now to this small bowl, we are gonna be adding a cup of sour cream, a can of cream of chicken soup, our onion soup mix, and at this point you can add in salt and pepper. I think there's enough salt in the cream of chicken and the onion soup mix, so I am just adding pepper. Let's stir all of this up, and then we're just gonna pour this right over our chicken. Now this can cook on high for just a few hours, or you can cook it low and slow all day. It is early afternoon, so I'm going to be putting mine on high.
This screams comfort food.
Yeah, it does.
It's got chicken gravy, some mushrooms.
Oh, you like it?
Oh yeah.
We got Cole on camera. That means it's good.
It's like a creamy gravy. Oh man, that gravy is really good. It's not like too rich. It's just right. It's really creamy. Enhances the flavor of the chicken. The chicken is like fork tender.
Of course it is. It's chicken thighs.
It's just falling apart.
Yep.
And I love that.
Tonight for dinner, we are making something I've never made before, and I'm pretty excited about it. It is a Hawaiian chicken sheet pan meal. I'm gonna serve it with riced cauliflower on the side, so it's gonna be low carb. And unlike last night's dinner, it's got a lot of bright colors. It looks delicious to the eyes. I know it will be delicious to the taste too. Let's get started. Okay, to get started, I'm gonna preheat my oven to 350. It's just Steven and I eating tonight, so I'm just using 1 large chicken breast that I've cut in half and then cubed. To this large bowl, I'm just gonna add all of my chicken breast chunks here. We're gonna season them. You can just use salt and pepper, or you can always use what I always use, which is the everything seasoning from Auntie Nono's. Just kind of toss that around. I'm also gonna drizzle it with about a tablespoon of avocado oil and toss that around. Now I'm gonna add my 1/2 of a red onion that I have cut into large chunks, and my orange and red bell peppers that I cut into large chunks. Now the recipe calls for Hawaiian barbecue sauce. I could not find that, so I'm gonna go with just the sweet and spicy. I'm just gonna eyeball it, but you just need about a 1/2 cup. All right, let's toss all of that together. I've got a baking sheet that I lined with parchment paper. We're just going to dump all of this out on here. I also sprayed the parchment paper with some avocado oil. Spread it out into 1 single layer. Okay, this is gonna go in the oven, and then the last few minutes in the oven, we will add some pineapple chunks as well. This is going in at 350 degrees for about 20 minutes. This is the riced cauliflower that I love. It comes from Sam's Club. I think you get 4 or 5 bags in a big bag. I love these. So just in case you were wondering what riced cauliflower I was using, this is it. Okay, with just a couple of minutes left on the timer, my chicken is pretty much done. I'm gonna add in some pineapple chunks. I did go ahead and drain this, and I'm just gonna stir it around, and we're gonna pop it back in the oven just to heat the pineapple through, and then it's gonna be time to eat. One last thing before we serve it, I'm gonna juice this lime all over the top.
Okay, the chicken is tender. That's good.
I made sure not to overcook it. That's something you want to keep an eye on, y'all. You don't want, since it is chicken breast, you don't want it to get over about 165 degrees. That's perfect.
Barbecue flavor.
Yeah.
With the pineapple.
Very.
Crunch of the pepper and a little spice in there. There's some spice in there.
There is. It's the barbecue sauce. It's called sweet and spicy barbecue sauce.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Definitely sweet and smoky flavor of the barbecue sauce.
Hawaiian right? With the pineapple. Well, good. I'm glad you like it. I'm going to dig in and see what I think. I almost forgot to come on here and tell y'all what I thought. Oh my word. It's so good. It's so light. This low carb option is perfect for a summer evening when you really don't want a heavy dinner. All right, you want to tell them what we're having tonight?
We're having some kind of a broccoli chicken stir fry. Oh, sweet and spicy stir fry with chicken and broccoli. The official technical term there.
That's right, that's right. Okay, so we're gonna get started on this. This is like a 30-minute meal. We've already got the rice going.
All right.
Are you excited?
That's looking good.
We're gonna double the sauce because when in doubt, double the sauce.
You gotta make more sauce. Sauce is the boss.
Okay, so we've gotten started. We've got this large skillet here. We heated it to medium high. We added in a tablespoon of olive oil, and then we've got about a pound of chicken breast cut into thin slices. To that, babe, we're gonna also add that green onion over there. I would save a little bit of the green onion for garnish later. And then all that garlic that you sliced up, we're gonna add that too. So we have 4 cloves of garlic thinly sliced. And we're just gonna cook this until the chicken is no longer pink and the juices run clear until it's done. Okay, so this is cooking.
Trying to grind it up.
Every time, he's done that so many times. We have new salt and pepper shakers. One's a shaker, one's a grinder, and he always tries to grind the salt. But he's just adding a little bit of salt and pepper. You don't have to add a lot because you are going to be adding a lot of flavor with your sauce here in just a bit, but it was killing him not to season the chicken. He was like, he asked me like 3 times. We're going to add salt and pepper? Yes, with the sauce.
So don't be too concerned about getting color on your chicken because
right.
we'll be adding a lot of ingredients in here.
There's going to be a lot of color on the chicken.
Saucy.
Yeah.
It's going to be really good.
Yeah, it is. It's going to be so delicious. Our, rice is already done. So we're just letting that sit there and hang out while we finish up everything else. We'll be done in like 10 minutes, ready to eat. Our chicken is done. So now we're going to add in all of our good seasonings. Like I mentioned, we are doubling the sauce because that's what we do. All right, go ahead and grab the saucy one first.
Saucy.
This has hoisin sauce, chili paste, and soy sauce all in there. If you need amounts, I will link everything below. Okay, now we're gonna add all the seasonings over there to your left.
Oh, wow, this is already
Smelling amazing. I know.
all right.
So in here we have some brown sugar, some ground ginger, and some crushed red pepper flakes. And at this point, if you have not already added salt and pepper, you can do that. So now we need to add in our chicken broth. We have, I think, like 4 tablespoons of chicken broth. I think it's still over there, babe.
Okay.
And grab the broccoli while you're at it. So he's adding in our chicken broth, and we're also going to add in our broccoli. You need about 3 cups of broccoli chopped into like bite-sized pieces. And now what we're going to do is we are going to stir it really well, and we're going to cover it and let it simmer for 3 to 5 minutes. You don't want your broccoli to get super soft, but you just want it to be like a crisp tender. I'm so glad that we doubled the sauce. Can you imagine?
I think, isn't that al dente?
Say that
We
again.
wanted a little al dente.
Okay, so let's put the lid on that
Okay.
and let it hang out for like 3 to 5 minutes.
We're going to maybe...
You can turn it down a little bit.
Down a little bit,
Yeah,
I think.
yeah. There we go.
You just have to aggravate your wife every now and again. Make sure you got the sound on.
I do. Thank you, kindly.
Got to be a sound man and a cook.
Yeah.
And a cameraman.
That's right.
Commentator. All right, here we go.
Okay.
Oh, ooh, yeah.
Look how bright green. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh man, this smells so good. Like you could even triple the sauce, I'm gonna say. We doubled it. I cannot even imagine only doing like what the recipe says.
Oh, my gosh.
You could triple it.
Oh!
Is it hot?
Wow.
Y'all,
Man, yes.
this looks so good.
Got a little rice in here. Check this out.
Boom.
That.
All right,
That is gorgeous.
let's eat. Are you ready?
I am ready. Wow.
This dude is a sucker for Asian food.
I love, first of all, the chicken is not rubbery.
Good.
You know how sometimes
Yeah.
in dishes where it's
It can
all
get
piled
overcooked.
in there
Yeah,
and it's like
yeah.
boiling instead of,
Right.
well, this chicken is like super tender, and the spices, it's spicy. Definitely get the sweet and spicy, lots of good garlic flavor in there.
Yeah.
Definitely get the hoisin sauce coming through.
Yeah. And if you wanted to lower the spice level, don't put the red chili or the chili flakes in there. Red pepper flakes.
Oh, wow. That's good. Soaks in all of that sauce.
Oh, good. Yeah.
And it's like, boom! When it comes out.
Good.
Man, that's good.
Okay. Well, I've yet to dig in. So this is delicious. It's definitely a little spicy. It's wonderful. I'm shocked. He doesn't want to be on camera, but I'm shocked because Cole actually likes it.
Mm-hmm.
He's not really big on a lot of Asian flavored dishes, so the fact that he likes this is good.
Man, yeah.
Somebody else likes it too.
These bowls ain't good for chopstick though.
No, they're not.
That's why I got me a bowl.
Yeah, you got a real bowl.
I need a bowl.
A bowl, not a plate bowl. What chicken recipe are you making tonight? Let me know in the comments. Also, don't forget to go check out the link in my description box for seed. When you use my link and my code, Mandy25, you're gonna save 25% off of your first month's order, plus you're gonna get free shipping. Do your gut a favor and give it a try. I love y'all so much. We really appreciate all of the support you've been giving us recently, and I will see you next time. Bye, y'all.